Hi, welcome students. Today we shall go ahead in the lesson human reproduction. Yesterday we had discussed this important diagram from your book on page number 50. It is diagram number 3.9, and we had discussed a lot regarding various phenomena that takes place during the course of menstrual cycle in the female body. A lack of menstruation may be indicative of pregnancy. We had discussed it previously. However, it may also cause due to some other underlying causes like stress, poor health, etc. The menstrual phase is followed by the follicular phase. During this phase, the primary follicles in the ovary grow to become the fully mature Graafian follicle, and simultaneously the endometrium of uterus regenerates through proliferation. These changes in the ovary and the uterus are induced by the change in the level of pituitary and ovarian hormones that we have discussed in figure 3.9. The secretion of gonadotropin, LH and FSH increases gradually during the follicular phase, and simultaneously it stimulates follicular development as well as secretion of estrogen and from the growing follicles. Both LH and FSH attain peak level in the middle of the cycle on day 14. A rapid secretion of LH leading to maximum level during the mid-cycle is called luteal surge that induces the rupture of Graafian follicle and thereby release of ovum. These all things we had discussed. During pregnancy, all events of menstrual cycle comes to a stop and there is no menstruation. In the absence of fertilization, the corpus luteum degenerates. This causes disintegration of endometrium. In the absence of fertilization, in fact, the corpus luteum degenerates and this causes disintegration of the endometrium, leading to menstruation, marking a new cycle. In human being, menstrual cycle ceases around the age of 50 or 55 years. That is termed as menopause, and the first menstruation that takes place in the female body after puberty is known as menarche. Cyclic menstruation is indicator of normal reproductive phase and extends between the menarche and menopause. Now we shall have a glance of this diagram on page number 51. It is diagram number 3.10. It is the ova, the female gamete, and you can see here the outermost region of the ova has a lot of cells, and these cells are known as corona radiata. Below this corona radiata, you will find here a black colored zone, and this zone is known as zona pellucida. This zona pellucida zone plays very important role as far as the fertilization is concerned. The process of fusion of a sperm with the ovum is called fertilization. During fertilization, sperm comes in contact with the zona pellucida layer, the ovum, and induces the changes in the membrane that block the entry of additional sperm. Thus, it ensures that only one sperm can fertilize an ovum, and the secretions of the acrosome help. Acrosome we had discussed in the structure of the male gamete, the spermatozoa. It has the front pointed end which is known as acrosome, and it contains a variety of hydrolytic enzyme that is helpful in the piercing of the zona pellucida layer of the ovum. So the secretion of acrosome help the sperm entry into the cytoplasm of the ovum through zona pellucida, and the plasma membrane. Plasma membrane is in fact the part that forms the outermost layer of the zona pellucida. This indicates the completion of the second meiotic division that was yet to be completed in the ova, and this second meiotic division results into the second polar body, and the other part of the secondary oocyte is the ovum or oocyte. This haploid nucleus of the ova and the sperm fuses together, and the event of fertilization is completed by the formation of a diploid cell, which is called the zygote. The process of fertilization takes place in the female body. You can see here on page number 52 of your book, diagram number 3.11. Here the structure of the uterus along with the fallopian tube is shown here. The A point is indicating the released ova that has received by the femore of the fallopian tube, and B is indicating the point of the fallopian tube, which is known as isthmus ampullary complex. This isthmus ampullary region of the oviduct is the region where the female gamete comes to fuse with the spermatozoa, and the event of fertilization is completed. Thereafter, there is a repeated division, mitotic division in the zygote, leading to the formation of multicellular structure, and it is known as blastocyst. This blastocyst, you can see here in the above diagram A, B, C, D, E. The E diagram is showing, writing it morula. Morula is the structure which is the multicellular structure, and the stage when it is declared to be morula is the stage where this comes inside the uterus for its implantation in the here you can see here the implantation, and this implantation takes place in the morula stage, and pregnancy is established. That's all in this video. We shall discuss the remaining part in the next video.